I'm Jennifer Angel. These are your stars, Aquarius. Lots happening this week, quite a bit of movement, quite a few aspects. Now, first of all, in your opposite sign, sitting there in your solar seventh house of love and partnerships, relationships, the sun moves in on the 22nd at the end of the week. At the start of the week, you have Mercury there going retrograde on the 15th. Okay, so you want to be really careful the way that you approach any, let's say, delicate conversations, or any conversations that are awkward. I wouldn't be going and telling somebody a few home truths at the moment. It's like that ad that says, "Does my butt look big in this?" Of course, the answer is always no. All right, so don't put yourself in a situation where you have to explain yourself out of it. Or, it's easier just to take a kind of caring, sharing approach at the moment, particularly as there are some aspects with your ruling planet, Uranus, and they're in with Uranus and Mars. Okay, so that can cause some tense moments, and that's sitting in your third house and your ninth house. So these are actually points which can allow you to move forward and grow. So it's all around to do with communication and higher learning. So this says to me that there's some realizations happening for you over this week. This is like the main sort of connection of it, and certainly I'm sure that you've been coming to these conclusions up to now, because energy starts, then it gets to a peak, and then it wanes off. So now we're coming to a peak. So it's almost like you're coming to some aha moments of realization that, okay, this is what I have to do. This is the way that, my journey, this is the journey I want to take, and this is where I'm going to end up. Okay. Now, of course, when an Aquarian comes to these realizations, it's often very different to anybody else, because you're like the geniuses of the zodiac. You really can, that term, think outside the box. Well, that was made for an Aquarian. So you don't want to lose that. And a couple of things I want to say to you here. Just because, or if, for instance, somebody doesn't relate to the concepts that you're putting over, doesn't mean to say that they're no good. Okay, so keep in mind that that's one person's opinion. Okay, and sometimes it's good just to formulate your concepts a little bit more before you share them with people. And certainly with Mercury being retrograde there in your area of partnerships and relationships, you want to be a little careful about what you divulge and what you say to people and what you reveal. So make sure that, firstly, if you are revealing some personal information or cutting edge, concepts, that you reveal it to the right people. And if it's confidential, then make sure you're revealing to people who keep that you trust, will keep that confidentiality with you. Okay. Now let's have a look what else. We have a new moon sitting there in your solar sixth house. Okay, so you want to, it's just almost like a new start with your health and your overall well-being. So you want to take that into consideration as well this week, about how you're looking after yourself. There's also a Mars square with Pluto, and Pluto is sitting in your solar 12th house, and Mars is in your 9th house. So it's a good time to reevaluate your big plan visions. Okay, now in this area, it's likely that you can come up against some obstacles. It's like, if you go that way, then this is going to happen, and that's not going to work out. If you go that way, that's going to happen, and that's not going to work out. So what I want to say to you is, don't pay too much attention to the obstacles this week, because they're likely to come up and hit you in the face. and they could be from other people, as I was saying before, putting their to bob in. I think that's an English term. By the way, I'm Australian, not English. So you want to be careful that you don't pay too much attention to them, because sometimes all you need to do really is get your vision set and get the vision out there, and magically, as you move through and keep the belief on your vision, the how to will fall into place. So over this period of time, be careful that you don't get too overwhelmed with the how to. It's my advice is to really let the how to go for now. Okay. Have a great week, Aquarius. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching.